Ronki was a stunningly beautiful young woman, with a surreal quality to her features. Her skin was a radiant, smooth brown, and her eyes sparkled like diamonds in the sunlight. Her long, dark hair cascaded down her back like a waterfall, and her full lips curved into a perpetual smile. Everyone who laid eyes on Ronki couldn't help but be awed by her beauty. Growing up, Ronki's mother had always been overly protective of her. She would often warn Ronki to stay away from the river, which flowed gently through their village. Ronki's mother would pamper her with everything she needed, never wanting her to lift a finger. But despite the comforts of her life, Ronki couldn't shake off the feeling that something was missing. As a child, Ronki would often have strange dreams, filled with vivid images of a world beneath the waves. She would dream of swimming with fish, and of mermaids singing in harmony with the river's flow. Her mother would dismiss these dreams as mere fantasies, but Ronki couldn't help but feel a deep connection to the river. As Ronki grew older, she wanted to finally be free to explore the world beyond her mother's hold. She made new friends, who introduced her to the thrill of adventure. One day, they convinced her to follow them to the river, the very place her mother had warned her about. As they approached the riverbank, Ronki felt an inexplicable pull, as if the river was calling to her. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and stepped forward. Suddenly, she found herself surrounded by sirens, their shimmering scales catching the sunlight. One of the sirens, an older woman with a kind face, approached Ronki. "My daughter," she said, her voice trembling with emotion. Ronki looked confused. "You are only on loan to your Earth mother. It's time for you to come home." Ronki was taken aback, but as she looked into the siren's eyes, she saw a deep sadness and longing. Even though Ronki wanted to stay where she was treated like royalty, she remembered all the sacrifices her mother had made for her, and her heart went out to the siren. "I understand that you're my mother here," Ronki said, "but I have a right to choose where I belong. And right now, my mother needs me." The siren looked at Ronki with a mixture of surprise and admiration. "You are a bold girl," she said, "but you don't understand the danger that lurks in the human world. They are not your kind." Ronki stood firm, her mind racing with arguments. "I appreciate your concern, but I've made my choice. I'm going back to my mother." As she spoke, Ronki felt a tap on her forehead, and everything went black. When Ronki came to, she was lying in a tiny mat, her mother and best friends by her side looking worried. "Ronki, my baby, I was so scared," her mother whispered, tears streaming down her face. Ronki smiled weakly, her throat dry. "I'm sorry, Mum. I didn't mean to worry you." Her mother's face contorted in a mixture of sadness and relief. "Why did you go to the river, Ronki? I warned you to stay away." Ronki's mother had been barren for 10 years. She cried every day by the river, until one day a siren gave her an offer she couldn't resist. On one condition, that any day the child step into the river, she would be taken back. Ronki took a deep breath, trying to process everything that had happened. "I know now, Mum, but I had to make a choice, and I chose you." Her mother burst into tears, holding Ronki tightly. "I'm so proud of you, Ronki. You're brave, just like your father." As Ronki hugged her mother back, she knew that she had made the right decision. She had chosen to return to the world above the waves, to the mother who had loved and protected her all her life. But as she looked out the small hut's window, Ronki couldn't shake off the feeling that a part of her would always remain connected to the river, to the world beneath the waves.